Oh, good morning from a quiet sunny morning here in Onomichi. Gonna head up, walk towards the start of the temple walk, grab a coffee and start the temple walk. What a lovely day. So last night after I got my food, which the camera died just as I recorded the little stand, it was a ramen stand. You just eat it at the little tables along the riverside, but went back then to the hostel. I had actually with the German guy that I'd met in the last place in Hiroshima. I met him on the street and he said, yeah, let's get ramen, so we got that. Went back to the hostel and he said, you know, the bar downstairs is pretty funky, it's like an alien theme. So me, him and an American guy went there for just about an hour. Man, it's so quiet around here. But anyway, I'm the last one standing. They both leave Onomichi today. I stay for another couple of days, so it's the way it goes. Good, nice guys. So I'll catch you at the temple walk area, if I can find it. Well, I just walked through the long arcade there, and I had company the whole time. An old man stopped me, he said, "Konnichiwa." He barely had any English, and of course my Japanese is, well, terrible to say the least. But he walked up the whole arcade for me with his very, very broken English, and he was just a nice guy. He was very happy, telling me about, in very broken English, that you know, Onomichi has the best ramen, basically. But yeah, cool guy, nice guy. He was I didn't, you know, when I walked towards him, he just kind of stopped, and I was thinking, hold on, maybe he's calling somebody behind me and I just don't see them. But no, he was talking to me. So it's nice when you interact with the locals. They're very, very friendly. We're just at the start of the old temple walk now. Look at this cool old well. Isn't that pretty cool? We're just coming up to the first temple here now. Now I'm not going to show you them all because there's 21 of them. But we'll just show you, we'll get a general idea of it today. Let's go. It's lovely up here, although there's a graveyard there. But still. Don't worry, I'm not going up to the top. I don't need to take my shoes off up here. Got a lovely couple of buildings here on the grounds of it as well. Lovely little garden area here. I love when you come across a temple and you find these kind of like big, well, I don't know what you call it, I don't want to call it a stack of graves, but that's essentially what it is. It seems like they've all been just piled in together. I don't know the reason behind it. I don't know if it's like just that this was an old way of doing it or no, I'm not sure. If anybody knows, please do let me know. Quite curious. No need to run away, buddy. All these little side streets are just so nice to walk down. I've just come up to another lovely temple area, but I just wanted to point out another thing that I just wanted to say. Before I came in to this temple, there was a little small Shinto shrine just on the other side of the wall over there, and I was just thinking, like, still thinking about how Shinto and Buddhism throughout history in Japan, always went kind of hand in hand. They were kind of intertwined until Meiji came along. Now I did talk about this in my video. Don't remember where I went. I went to a little island off of Tokyo, the coast, down along the coast of Tokyo. But it wasn't until Meiji came along and he wanted to get rid of Buddhism because he saw Buddhism as this foreign influence here. It was a foreign thing, and people like took that really to heart, and they, you know, there was like militant anti-Buddhism sentiment here in Japan. It's quite interesting when you walk around somewhere like this. Just when you see the Shinto shrines here and the Buddhist temples, you can see that Meiji's plans like really did not work out. Lovely little place here. Painting Lucky Cat experience if you wanted to do something like that. You could paint the lucky cat yourself. Now we're just coming up to Senkoji Temple. Senkoji Temple is kind of the main one along this temple walk. Now it's not the last temple on the walk. It's kind of in the middle, but it's the highest up because there's a ropeway that brings you up to the top here. We go up and just walk in a little bit. Up here about halfway around, or halfway along the trail up, they've got this huge area where you can buy all your offerings, your blessings. It just spreads all around each side, you see. All these kind of things. Prayer beads. All kind of blessed things. The lucky cats. Just made it up to the observation deck, so it's already a good view, don't worry. It's better than the Miyajima incident. Isn't that nice? Especially compared to the Miyajima view after all that hiking to the top. Now this hike the stairs were pretty, you know, they were a bit tough. Like it's mostly the heat that's doing it, but look at that view. I knew at least today, like I knew it was clear, so if I was unlucky enough to cloud up here, well, I don't know what to say. Now, here we are, train station right down there. And I stay somewhere over that direction. Well worth the climb to the top. And Senkoji, the temple, the main one there that had the bell and stuff, that was really nice to walk around. The only thing is, a lot of it was kind of commercial. The blessings and stuff, there's a lot of different ones. Usually places sell like 4 or 5, but this had about 20 different options. So yeah, glad I come up here. And if you just keep following the coast up along this way, you'll reach Hiroshima again. My favourite city. Well, almost favourite city. I don't really have a favourite, but it's one of my top ones. How about that? Top 3. Got a couple that I love, and that's one of them. So we start making our way down this winding staircase. And you know what? I think I need to get a little drink at the bottom. It's so hot. Now we'll start making our way back. I didn't get a drink there because they only had iced tea, and I'm not a lover of iced tea, I've got to be honest. So I'll find something else. I'm sure there's more vending machines. It's Japan. Lovely little area here if you want to sit down. I could have sat down and read my book here if I had something to drink. You know, I need something it's too warm. I can't just sit down and start reading now, I'll be bloody dehydrated. But we have a little look out at the viewpoint here. It's nice. The shade here especially, it's lovely. But I can sit here on the bench with my book, my funny book by the way, which I recommend. Just take it in. Oh, lovely. Let's head on down to Cat Alley just to see what's going on. If there's any cats here. What's up here? Looks a bit weird. Oh, it's a small little shrine, little torii. Got all these cool little cat drones on the ground. Maybe there's no cats here in Cat Alley today. Closed. Oh, this is also closed. Well, I finally see a cat. Look at him, risk taker. Hey, buddy. I think I'll hold it. Maybe Cat Alley is not full of cats. Maybe Cat Alley is just a tribute to all the cats, because there's a lot of drawings, a lot of kind of art pieces. Everything is just cat related, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just about the cats, it's not actually real cats everywhere. Now, I didn't read that there was real cats, I just assumed Cat Alley. It's probably just loads of cats. Well, foolish me, I guess. Oh, wait, another cat. Guess that's Cat Alley. 2 cats and a load of cat related artwork and kind of quirky stuff, but still, you know, it's worth walking while I'm doing the temple walk. Let's continue on. Just walking through there and I noticed this very old looking rusted entranceway here into the temple area. It's not too often that you see them like this. It's quite interesting to me. you know, usually they're just like wooden, but this is, yeah, this is rusting at the top. Yeah, it's just a bit different. As I said, the ropeway is for quitters, so if you're gonna do it, just walk a few steps. Come on, it's worth it if you can. Of course, if you can't, well, what can you do? But my apologies. That was not a temple, that was just a shrine. The temple is up here. What's this sleepy fella doing at a temple, huh? These sleepy two fellas, Jesus. Alright, you just keep relaxing. I won't bother them. Although I think I already did. It's pretty nice and quiet here, no wonder they want to just lay back and have a little rest. I suppose the life of a cat over here is probably pretty good. No stress, you can just sleep on Buddhist temple walkways. No problem, just chill. As a matter of fact, over at the train station, or near the train station, they have a vending machine with cat food. So I guess they also get fed by tourists too. Crazy. Vending machine for everything. I've come across a bit of a strange temple. And it's not really strange because of the temple itself. It's strange because of what's across from the temple. So imagine you're the Buddhist monk coming out here, you know, just coming out in the morning, and then you look over here and you see one of your worshippers taking a leak. Oh, weird, isn't it? It's weird, even though, like, I suppose there's so many temples on this trail, like there's 21 of them I think, but you know, loads of people do it like this. It's full of tourists and everything. Chinese, Korean, American, German, whatever. Irish. But even coming to a temple like this, there's nobody at this one. Not sure why. I guess everybody's kind of going up to the main one up there, up on the hill. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm able to still get a bit of peace while I'm doing this touristy thing. And of course, you come up here, you've got the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil statues. There's a few of them around here. A few further back towards the entrance. But this is almost the last temple on my route. Got a couple more. Then I finish up, but I need to get me coffee. I need to. So I think I'll just have to finish it and then go find coffee somewhere. Should be easy. So when I was coming through the last temple there was a sign that said shortcut to the next temple, but they didn't mention shortcut being all uphill and sending me just through graveyards all the time. It's about the fourth bloody graveyard I've walked through. I'm gonna end up in here if I don't get to it soon. Look. What the heck? Just graveyards. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's a sign. I see a pagoda up there. Don't know if you can see it. But I'm guessing this is the temple complex then up ahead, so I guess it was a shortcut in some ways. Yeah. You can see it all here. You can see the stairway up to it, and it must be a complex area up to the pagoda then, which is quite nice. I always love when there's a pagoda area. There's something about it. They look majestic, looking out over the city, over the river. Yeah, it's pretty nice, especially on well, it's gone a bit cloudy, but you know, it's a relatively clear, bright day. So almost finished. Made it up. There's not a soul in sight. So strange. Like, this is a big place, you know. This goes up all around here. It's a pretty big area here. Up here, up to the pagoda. Not a soul. There's a few souls in those graveyards, but not up here. Strange. And maybe it's not strange. I mean, it is Monday morning. Is it closed? That part is the gate closed over, but that might be a private area. I'll check up here. Just my luck. Oh. Either way, it's been worth it. The walk around has been quite nice and weather has been good. This is okay. So we can continue on with our journey. These tree pillars here look pretty cool. I just don't know what they're for. Well, the sign is telling me to go this way, so this is for the pagoda, I guess. Let's go up there. Yeah, the pagoda looking straight down over the town. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I've come a fair bit in. I didn't think I was that far inland away from the water, but yeah, probably a couple of kilometers, but it didn't seem that far because you're kind of zigzagging through these small streets. So you know, you have the perception that you're not that far away is still there. You still think you're just like a couple of streets and I'm back out in the main area, but nope, very wrong. What a great view. I've said that many times today, I know, I'm sorry. But when you're up at a height like this, I mean, you've just got to take it all in, don't you? Just want to have a little peek. But what's up here? Well, we have made it. This is the 25th temple. I had to Google it. I said it was around 21, but it's 25. A couple of places the temples are right beside each other, so you end up losing track. There's so many temples, but I've finally done it. Yes! This is Jodo Temple. I know that because I just saw it on Google Maps to make sure I was going the right way. So depending on what way you do the route, this is either the end or the beginning of it. For me, it just happens to be the end of it because I started down near the train station. Don't know why. In the end, it didn't really matter. I was going to get coffee and I didn't find anywhere. Nowhere was open till 11. So, you know. Another little two-storied pagoda. You know, it kind of gives it a little, very little sense of accomplishment, you know. Now you've done this 25 temple, like tourist route, I guess it calls. It's done now, I've done it. That is like one of the main things to do here in Onomichi. This. The bell. Thanks, Jodo. Name of the temple, remember? I did enjoy it. There's a lot of steps up and down, but overall it was quite a nice experience. I'm glad I did it. It's 1:30 now. Plenty of time to go down, walk along. Now I can grab a coffee. Maybe yawning. Oh. Yeah, now I can grab me coffee. Start reading. Let's head off. Mission accomplished. Oh, what a view. Relaxing. Looking out at the water. You know what, this is not like me, but I chose not to get coffee. It's actually too warm, really. So I got frozen lemonade with yogurt. Sounds good, I love lemon, so gotta be nice. So I'm gonna go down to the riverside and read for a few minutes. Then I want to go back to the hostel, have a shower and stuff, and I'll come out just as the evening is starting because it's nicer to sit on the pier and read then. So down to the seaside I go, riverside. Well, I've been back out for a few minutes now. I went to the supermarket that I came to yesterday, if you remember, and I just wanted to get a few bits basically to eat later when I'm sitting down reading. So I'll tell you what I got, right? I got a bottle of iced coffee, an iced latte bottle, a bottle of cream soda melon flavour, which is bloody delicious, trust me, can't get enough of that in Japan. So I got a bottle of each of that. I got a chocolate eclair. I got a red bean paste bun, the same one that I got when I was here yesterday. And I got a pack of croquettes. They're like well, croquettes, I'm sure if you've watched any of my other videos you've probably seen me eating them. They're like they're deep fried mashed potato in like a crispy or like a breadcrumb batter, but they have like pork in them. So I got like 5 big ones of them in a pack, and all of that, I know it's not actually a proper dinner, but whatever, all of that came to 650 yen, so about €3.50. Isn't that crazy? Like, I know it's not an actual dinner, but you know, it's so warm that sometimes you don't really want like a dinner, you know, because you know yourself, well, at least for me, when the weather is so hot, you can't really even think of eating, you know, you're kind of like, oh, and you know, you're thinking of hot food. So yeah, that's what I got. So my dinner basically is €3.50, and that includes 2 drinks, which is pretty damn good. Now obviously it's not the bloody dinner of champions, but still, it'll fill you up and it's tasty. Well, I'm back out and about. I had to just go to that supermarket that I went to yesterday. I went in, decided, you know what, it's too warm today for me to want dinner. I really don't want like a proper dinner. It's just too hot, and you know, at least for me, when it's too warm out, you can't really eat that well. I can't eat like a proper dinner. So I just went to the supermarket and said, you know what, I'll pick on a few bits just to snack on. So I'll tell you what I got and what it cost. So I got this iced coffee bottle, okay? Bottle of iced latte. I also got a lemon cream soda, another bottle of that. Can't get enough of that in Japan, it's absolutely gorgeous. I got a chocolate eclair. This is a weird combination of stuff, I know. I got a red bean paste bun, which I also got yesterday, if you remember. And I got a 5-pack of potato croquettes. Now potato croquettes over here, it's like, you know, it's mashed potato and pork or beef, usually beef actually, inside like a deep fried breadcrumb. Big ones though, like 5 of them, and all of that came to 650 yen. And when you convert that, it's about €3.50. You know, I know it's not a proper dinner, I know that. I've never claimed that it is. It's far from it. However, it's just what I want today. I just want something to like pick at, you know. So yeah, my dinner today is costing €3.50. Isn't that mad? Fake dinner, whatever. But still, you know, you'll get what I mean. If you've been traveling around, sometimes you just want to just eat random shit, like, you know, honestly. So that's what I'm doing, just eating random shit while I walk back towards my favourite seat in Onomichi. That little place on the pier that I can read my book. It's a great spot, especially when it gets at night time and the lamplight is still on behind you, so you can sit there and while it's dark it doesn't make a difference. Well, I've just been sitting here for, well, probably about 2 hours now, reading. Pretty far in my book now, about halfway through. 207 pages gone, so I'm over halfway through, I think. It's been really nice sitting here. I moved onto the benches here, but see, it's quite nice. Got a lovely view here. I'll show you a better video, but I'm just swinging around. I've been watching this guy fishing down at the end for a while, although so far he hasn't had much luck. But I guess the fun part of fishing is hoping that you get something, isn't it? So I'm gonna head back soon, just chill out and figure out where I'm going next. So yeah, I enjoyed today walking around the temples. It was pretty fun. It's a nice relaxing day, even though there's a lot of walking uphill. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.